Welcome back, you guys, to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about do's and don'ts on a first date. My first date was actually at a movie. I was 16 years old, so it wasn't like your typical going to a restaurant so we can communicate, that type of stuff. I was really still nervous because I like this guy so much and I just wanted to make sure that my first impression was the best impression. Overall, the date went great, loved the movie, and yeah. Let me know in the comments below and tell me about how your first date went. Was it either a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Anyways, you guys, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Put your phones away. I feel like at that point, once you guys are actually meeting up with each other, the phones are a complete no-no. It's just a distraction. It looks bad if you're constantly on your phone, checking your social medias, checking your emails. You guys are now face-to-face, so there's no need for your phone to be around, and then that way the conversations can actually start flowing even more. Wear something appropriate and comfortable. This is more for my ladies out there because I know first impression is everything, but I'd rather be comfortable and not worry about my button about to burst from a top or a dress that I'm wearing. Just make sure that it's not showing too much, because that's something you don't want him to just think about as soon as he's leaving or when he remembers you of. Being able to just be comfortable, that way you're not worrying too much about anything falling apart or coming off. Have table manners. Like, oh my gosh. My worst pet peeve is when people chew with their mouths full and like they're doing that chomping noise. That's not cute. That is not nice at all. Making sure you're very tidy when you're eating. It's not sloppy, it's not messy. So please make sure that you have your manners. You know, you're just not doing the most. You're not at home, so you can't go off when you're eating. You're now in front of someone who you potentially would love to have more dinner dates like this. So try not to scare them too much while you're eating. Have good body language. I feel like body language to me is so important when it comes to a first date. I wouldn't want anyone to not give me any eye contact while I'm talking to them, or they're just slouching, or they're just basically giving you that vibe that they just don't want to be here. If you start to get a negative body language, that should definitely tell you something, and that should be a red flag. So do show that person that you are here listening and you want to get to know them. Have money with you. I know a lot of people are thinking like, what? What are you talking about? I feel like no matter what things happen in life, and especially if you two decide to split the bill, it's always good to just have some type of extra cash with you. And you never know. We always cross our fingers for this big major one because we never want to go anywhere and our card says decline. So at least if you have something with you, it can kind of save you guys in the end. Do not talk about past relationships. No. You should not be bringing up your past, your ex, anything toxic like that to a first date. This is the whole point, is to try and start fresh. You're more focused on the person who you're with in front of than versus the person that you had before. So don't ever bring that up. That's no. Don't force the chemistry. I mean, this goes back to body language. So if that person was kind of giving you a hint, like, hey, I want you to kind of touch me, go for it. Don't come off too strong. And I mean, don't start grabbing things that you should not be grabbing, going in and leaning in for that kiss already. Just let it happen naturally and see where things go. Do not be late. Like, this is number one out of everything that I have said so far. Please don't be late on a first date. And especially ladies, I'm guilty for this. We tend to like take longer than men do when it comes to getting ready. So you guys should both be able to time yourselves from the minute you start to get dressed to the minute you're about to leave the door. It's not always a good thing having to wait for someone if you're already there and they're gonna message you and say, I'm gonna be like 20 minutes late, and it's just like, really? People are starving here right now. Definitely time yourselves wisely, and that way things won't look so bad. Don't get drunk on the first date. Like, please don't do it. I get it, nerves are going up and down, up and down. You want to make sure that everything is good, but you slapping back those shots are not gonna make a good impression at all. A lot of people I know, when it comes to alcohol, it's supposed to ease you up and make you feel relaxed, but it's not always nice to just see your date slapping back shots mixing drinks with cocktails and things like that. It just looks very sloppy. It's also not good that now you have a drunk date that you have to obviously make sure they get home or bring home. Nothing is wrong with having a couple of drinks like wine or something when you guys are having your dinner, but try not to go overboard with the drinking. Don't talk about everything. Like, this person does not need to know, especially on a first date, your whole life story. There's just a big difference on connecting with someone versus like literally wanting to know everything about them. So try not to get those two mixed up. Start off slow and then see if the second or third date you guys will start to open up more about things in your life. If that person feels comfortable to do so, but again, don't force them to try and talk about everything. You're only just trying to get to know each other at this point. That is all that I have for you guys for today. I'm sure there's like a lot more I can add to the list, but these are just the few that I kind of like thought of and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For anybody who is going on a first date, I hope these tips kind of help you guys. You know, main thing is just to be yourself. Be yourself is just the best thing you can do. Having that first impression of who you are as a person, then that person can either decide to either want to get to know you more. Don't feel bad. A first date doesn't go further than what it is. That's just life. It happens to the best of us. Don't let that discourage you from wanting to go out there and date somebody else. That is perfectly normal. It is perfectly fine. At the end of the day, just enjoy your date and just have fun. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!